today. I know Alabama started practice. That's all I'm worried about. Competing against the next guy crossing me, dude behind me, and I'm focused on dudes, who we're going to eventually play. So it definitely helps motivate me every day I go out there.
You've got so many new young guys out there, almost half the squad. How did they adjust to the first day of practice, and how were they able to get into the feel of things?
You could definitely see in the eyes that they weren't used to it, the speed of the game, the cadences, the demand it takes, for a college football player to get through a practice. But they handled it well, I felt like, and, I always feel they're going to get better. They, quick to learn, and they love, playing and everything. So, I felt like they had a good attitude out there.
Corey, what do you have to do to become an every down player?
To become an every down player, I feel like I'm just going to have to, read my keys, stay strong, and, just deliver and stay consistent on every down.
Is that the biggest adjustment for you? Is that it's more playing against the run as opposed to just being a pass rush guy?
I focus on that more in the spring. That's not really what I'm focused on right now. I focus on that more in the spring. I feel like I became it every down. But, I'll put it to the test eventually. That's not really my focus down. Now it's just consistency and performance every single down, and really just focus on what they're doing and how I can adjust to that.
You've always been known as one of the hardest workers, doing all the extra little things. Where do you think that's going to pay off for you the most?
That's definitely going to pay off for me in pass rush, I believe, as opposed to last year. I ran up the field a lot and everything. Now I'm learning to, use my hands, get a better first step, take angles, be smart, on my quarterback points.
Corey, you guys obviously have a lot of new guys up front, but do you feel like there's a difference in team speed up there? Yeah.
Monumentally. I mean, last year we had a lot of guys, who plug up holes, and that was good, but we didn't have a lot of playmakers on the D-line. We had big bodies. Not anybody, really want to get a sack or anything. Now I feel we got a lot of guys who can move. There's a lot of blitzes we're drawing up, and I like how people are moving inside and outside. So.
How much has that affected how Coach Jancic wants you guys to play?
Oh, it's definitely, our entire scheme this year, we're trying to blitz, 10 times as much as we did last year. Everything we're doing, so it really fits, for the personnel we have.
The offensive line has talked about they kind of like having the chip on the shoulder that everybody says is going to drop off there. You guys have played some good on your side. You guys talk a whole lot about, people maybe not expecting a whole lot out of this defensive line and kind of playing off of that from a motivation standpoint.
Oh yeah, Coach Jones tells us every day, they picked us last, and that's how they feel. But we're going to come back strong. We're going to work every day. We're not going to listen to them, and basically we're just going to play Tennessee football at the end of the day.
Have you been able to expand your repertoire a little bit rather than just rushing upfield, lowering your surface area? Have you added some swim moves, some rips, and things like that?
Definitely. Coach Strip has us working on a lot of moves every day. Claws, swipe, sweep, a lot of variations and stuff to keep us on our toes, and really just to give us a lot of tools in our toolbox so we can use them on the field.
Corey, what do you need to do to become more of an every down defensive end? Last year, obviously, you're kind of a pass rush, situational kind of guy. What do you need to do to become a guy that can play first, second, and third down?
Pretty much just stay aware of my surroundings, stay strong in the hole, and when the time comes to get up the field, get up the field.
What's the next step that you want to take as a player this year?
This year I just want to stay consistent on every down. Every single down I'm out there, it needs to be the same performance, the same attitude, the same energy, everything.
Corey, was there a moment this summer, or maybe even out there tonight, where you're with the defensive line, and maybe you went through a drill or you did something and you went, man, we're a lot faster, we're a lot quicker. Do you remember a moment, a workout or anything where that happened?
Definitely, when we were out there and we were getting off the ball, and I was looking, we were just getting off consistently faster and faster. I said we're a lot faster than last year. Last year, we weren't really getting off the ball that we were supposed to. This year, I see a lot more speed, so that was very good to see.
Tonight, you noticed that right out of the gate tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Corey, what was your take on this? What's your take on this new rule, the strike zone for quarterbacks? Can't hit them low, can't hit them high. You're talking about picking up your pass rush. It's going to be harder to do that with this new rule, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Obviously, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult coming in, coming off a block, and you're just trying to get a piece of the quarterback, not exactly trying to hit him in the strike zone. But, those rules are rules, and you got to follow the rules. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to affect me that much.
When you're coming in after a quarterback, when you're closing in on a sack, were you even you can't hit him up on his head, but are you even thinking about where you might hit him, or are you just trying to get him down?
That's a general sense. You just any way you can, really, with knowledge of the rules. But pretty much when you come in there, you're not really thinking about strike zone or anything. So.
Thanks, guys.
There you go.
Thank you.